In the school system that we are in now, the parents, they make an alliance and they demand what is needed for those children. And maybe along the way, APS parents are expecting APS and the school board to figure out what is best. But if you're not voicing your opinion with anything, if you see something wrong and you're not voicing your opinion, they're not going to make an alliance for you.
A lot of times in inner cities, people are it's just a generational thing passed down. You know, their parents weren't involved in school systems, so they're not involved. A lot of times the working class is working so hard, they may be trying to hold down 2 or 3 jobs and not able to participate in the school systems or go to the meetings, and then sometimes they may not know to do that. You know, when you know better, you do better. A lot of times these people just don't know the power in them getting together and voicing these things.
And Black Lives Matter. So that's what it really is about. APS school is full of black kids. So, and then you had the cheating scandal not too long ago also going on APS schools. So the government is looking at, the state government at least, looking at APS like, well, I mean, first of all, they're full of black kids, so we don't necessarily care. That's the way I think, too much about them. However, I will guarantee you that the public schools up in the north area of Atlanta are getting much more of whatever they need than they do in the south area of Atlanta. But as my wife stated, I mean, if the parents don't really care enough to go in and demand that the kids get treated better and basically demand better resources for them, then I mean, then it's not going to happen. And the government know that, hey, the parents are not going to come in. We can basically do what we want to do to APS school system. And that's the way it is, because you don't have enough people really voicing their opinion about what is happening, what's going on. So for us, we're not going to, you know, we were there a lot at the schools, you know, voicing opinion, demanding things and this and that. Well, it didn't seem to get anything done, as my wife said, and they pushing our child through, and we didn't want that, so we took them out.
I was fortunate enough to be able to see both sides of the track, and I've always said the only difference between a rich kid and a poor kid is exposure. I was able to be exposed to a better way of life through education, and able to make that choice and make those things happen. Some people were never exposed to it, and they don't know any better, so they can't do any better. It doesn't mean that they're less than anyone. It doesn't mean that they're not as good as anyone. It's just that in their lifetime they haven't been exposed to better things, and they may not know a way out, is all.
Do you think it'll ever change?
Yes, I think there's always hope. You know, if you have hope, you can always change a thing. It just takes the right amount of effort. I'm a product of APS, and I can tell you that there are some good teachers. I think we need to almost reach back and get those retired teachers. But we've got to do it collectively, because the children are our future. And if we don't get them educated, then we have a problem. We have a problem. And then the next school system will be the prison university. So we've got to address the issue of getting them some help as soon as possible.